You done that, man?
I don't have a Lamborghini to begin with. But hey, I'm just telling you, it's been like a whirlwind these last 72 hours, and I'm just happy to be up here. Since I've gotten here, I already see the difference in how the organization does things. I can't even elaborate on how professional, first class, everything's been so far. So I thank the ownership, Danny, everybody here for that. I appreciate it.
This one's for Paul. Like you said, you need vets to win, and you made the suggestion to bring vets in, and you got Danny and you got Wick bringing them in for you. Do you feel like at this point, they brought in two of the best vets, do you feel like at this point there is no excuse for this team and you as a player to excel and to succeed now with the situation you have?
Definitely when you bring these type of caliber players in, there's going to be expectations. You know, these guys who I've seen over years that thrive when they're under pressure, who's had expectations their whole year. And I think this is something that we look forward to. This is something that we want at this point in our careers. And that's what it's going to take to win. I mean, these guys are, I couldn't ask for any better situation. I mean, I asked for veterans. I didn't expect to get a 7-time All-Star or a 12-time All-Star. You know, I was looking more on the lines of, you know, I don't know. This is I ain't gonna say no names, but hey, this is a dream come true for me. I mean, like I said, I feel like a rookie again. You know, when you first get drafted and you're excited about playing in the league, and I'm just excited. I mean, my motivation. It's been hard on me the last couple of years, just trying to stay motivated. But you know, fortunately, I love the game so much that you know I'm gonna be motivated. But now it just takes it to a whole nother level.
I'm a very passionate player, but the one thing that hurts more than anything is losing. That's knowing that you're going into a game and you have a slight chance of winning is pretty difficult. I'm a very confident person. I try to instill confidence in everybody around me, and sometimes it gets hard, to be honest with you. But what's refreshing about this whole panel up here is knowing that each and every night I have an above-average chance to win. And even though the onus is going to be on the three of us and how well we gel quickly, how soon this chemistry comes together, you know, the little small things that you guys have no insight about, but you know, we know that gelling and chemistry is a big part of this. But knowing that I have a chance every night and I don't have to go out and get 25, 30, 20 rebounds, you know. I don't have to do that every night, but I'm very capable of doing that. And I don't know, man, it just feels good. It feels good to have two big guns on the side of me. It feels real good.
You had a couple of final questions, Bill?
And just for all three of you, in your mind, are the Celtics now the team to beat in the Eastern Conference?
Go ahead, Mike.
Let me go first? Well, again, chemistry is a big thing. And with Cleveland, respect to them and winning the East last year, I think the East has gotten a lot better. The distance to, you know, the Knicks, Orlando's gotten better. Detroit, I mean, you can't ever count them out. I mean, Cleveland again, I mean, it's definitely, the Eastern Conference has gotten better. I wouldn't go that far and say that we're the team to beat, because we still have things to prove. We still have to work on chemistry and bonding. But I can say that we're going to be a force to reckon with. I will say that.
I personally, I try not to worry about what's going on around the rest of the league and trying to build what we have here in team chemistry and working with the guys that are going to come in, that are going to join us, the guys that Rajon Rondo and Tony Allen and Scalabrine and other guys that are on the team. We have a lot that we want to build towards. And, you know, as training camp starts, we're going overseas this year. We'll have a great time to bond through traveling, plan to get some international competition. And then, you know, before you know it, the season will be here. And it's the small things, really, that are going to equal up to the big things. And when we take care of those small things, you know, we'll look up and our standing will be in a pretty good place, because Kevin he's a passionate guy, Paul's passionate, but they're also stubborn. There's also ornery. And playing against these guys, I'm the same way, but playing against these guys, they want the best. I want the best out of both of them, and both of them want the best out of me, vice versa. So when we're out there playing, we know what it's going to take, being consistent and counting on each other for 82 games, being great for 82 games. And that's what we're here for.
I don't know if we're the team to beat in the East, but I know when other teams look at that schedule when we come in town, they're probably going to get their rest the night before. So, but the other thing about that is I've always felt like we've been a team to beat since I was a rookie. So, I'm optimistic like that. So, but it's a great situation, and we're all excited.
And I'll say this too, when I'm on the perimeter, I know I got these guys behind me. My confidence level goes up sky high. My swagger is through the roof. And I guarantee you they both feel the same way on offensively and defensively. So when they see us coming, the other teams see us coming on the other end, they'll definitely be afraid, because you got to pick your poison.
Danny, what can you tell us about any kind of contract extension? Obviously, you wouldn't do this just for the year or two left, but how much could you fill us in on what you guys have worked out?
Just that we had a multi-year contract extension with KG, signed today.
I think they're all new money.
Come on, man.
All right, thanks. Okay, one final question, please.
Kevin, it seems like from what we read and heard, this was your deal to make at the end. I mean, if that's the case, why did you decide that this was going to happen?
Why did I decide this was going to happen? I really felt like it was my only scenario, to be honest with you. Again, and I can't stress this even more, no one wants to be in a situation that you can't be successful. I'm no different from that. I wasn't comfortable with, I've been losing the last, 4 years. I mean, that's hard. I take that home. I try to digest that the best way I can, and it's difficult for me, to be honest with you. And just looking at all my scenarios, knowing that Minnesota didn't share some of the same interests that I had, knowing that, trying to find the best scenario for myself, my family, basketball-wise, this came out to be the best scenario. I do have a place in L.A. L.A. is L.A. I can't, knowing that Kobe's situation is up in the air, Phoenix, I mean, all those are beautiful places to visit and live. But when you speak on basketball, you speak on fans and how they feel about their sports here, I mean, it was a no-brainer. There was no way I was going to be able to go to another team in this league and have the two caliber players that I have. Doc, the staff, no way. There was no way that I was going to be able to duplicate that in anything. So I felt like I made the right decision for not only me but for my family.
But the real reason he didn't tell you is that he has a Red Sox baseball hat collection. And he has a tough time wearing those, except when he comes to Boston. So now he can break out his Red Sox hat collection.
I can bring out all my Red Sox hats now. So
he is a big-time Red Sox baseball fan.
Super fan.
And the other thing that is, there was a lot of reports out there about KG not wanting to come to Boston, and I had the opportunity to talk to KG before the draft, and those were all false reports. KG, there was a team or two that he liked better than our situation, of course. It had nothing to do with Paul Pierce. It had nothing to do with the city of Boston in any way, shape, or form. It was just, what we would have had to give up to get him, and, wasn't sure that him and Paul were enough, and the Ray situation changed that. But there was, all the reports out there were false from every conversation I had with KG, and so the fact that he changed his mind didn't surprise me at all, based on the conversations that I had with him before the draft.
And another note, I have never been on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise.
So much for that.
That's that other Kevin.
You know what, me neither. We can go together.
Let that be known, yeah. I had to let that be known, but serious.
Any other questions? Okay. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you all for coming. Thank you very much. Good job, guys.
An exciting